everyone, thank you so much for joining me and a very warm welcome to today's video, which is going to be a review and wear test of the IT Cosmetics Do It All Sheer Tint Face Balm. This has been all over the internet, hasn't it? It's been all over YouTube. Everybody's talking about this, so I'm going to be telling you what I think on my 48-year-old combo oily skin. I'm also going to be reviewing IT Cosmetics Do It All Radiant Concealer and showing how this works alongside that face balm. And again, does it work on oily combo skin or not? I also have one of the IT Cosmetics Do It All blushes. This is a serum colour balm sun blush, so I'm going to be using this as well. And the fourth product that I own from IT Cosmetics that I'm also going to be using today is my Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. But this has been out for a long time now. I already know I like this. The blush, this blusher that I have, I've had this for about 6 months and it's been in regular rotation in my makeup bag. So I already know how I feel about this. I've already got a really good opinion on this and whether it works or not. They have since changed the packaging though, so I'll come on to that a bit later on and just explain what they've done there. But for now, for starters, let's talk about the Sheer Tint face balm. Now, this is actually a requested video because a few of you have asked me what I think about this product, because you know I've got combination oily skin and I can get rosacea. I'm 48, so I've got the usual skin issues that somebody in their late 40s would have. But I think you've asked me more for the fact that I'm oily. A lot of people on YouTube who review makeup, if they're over 40, they tend to have drier skin. And I think that's a common misconception, that once you get in your 40s and above, your skin tends to go drier. And I know that that can be the case. It is the case for a lot of people, but certainly not for everybody. I am still oily. I do still get breakouts. If you see my videos regularly, you'll occasionally see me with a little friend, a little spot or something. You know how it is. So yeah, that's why I thought I would buy one of these and put it to the test. So the shade I have is Light Warm 215. I was going to get Light Neutral, but they didn't have it in stock. And the lady in Boots colour matched me, and she said that this Light Warm shade would be a good one for me because the shades, they're very, it's a balm, isn't it? It's very light coverage. It's meant to be very seamless and it will adapt to whatever skin tone you are. So I thought, right, okay, then that sounds good. I'll try the Light Warm. This costs £29 for 18 grams of product. And yeah, it's one of the new things, isn't it? We all seem to be going for these tinted moisturizer CCBB creams as we're getting older now. They just, well, we're told that they're more flattering on more mature skins, aren't we? And before I get started with the review of this one, I just want to talk about L'Oreal, because L'Oreal own IT Cosmetics now. They bought them out in 2016. And I was watching a video by Angie, Hot and Flashy, and she talked about one of her all-time favourite foundation products used to be the L'Oreal Age Perfect 4-in-1 balm that was very, very similar to this. And she said that that one, it was about, you know, $10, she said, and that has been discontinued. And now obviously L'Oreal, owning IT Cosmetics, have brought out this one. So Angie, you know, she feels a little bit disappointed. I know a lot of other people who loved that L'Oreal product, a bit disappointed that they seem to have discontinued that one and they've brought out a more expensive one under the brand of IT Cosmetics. I was watching another video the other day by somebody who was talking about L'Oreal's new skin balm product as well. I've looked into it myself. I found it online. I'll put a picture of it up here. It's called the True Match Hyaluron Tinted Balm. And that seems to be quite similar too. The ingredients are different. They are different products, but in terms of what they do and how they look on the skin and how they feel, very similar. Now, that one by L'Oreal is £18.99. And I mean, L'Oreal prices are really, really creeping up, aren't they? I reviewed some cushion foundations recently, and the L'Oreal one was nearly £20. So they are creeping up in price. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that just to say that there are alternatives by L'Oreal, but do bear in mind that they are the same parent company as IT Cosmetics. So make of that what you will. Anyway, so let's get into this then. So let's have a look at this product. So this is the shade Light Warm. It's very, oh, it's balmy. It's got 92% skincare ingredients in it. The skincare ingredients are hyaluronic acid, it has collagen peptides, and it has vitamin E. And when I go to apply it later on, you'll see just how smooth it is and how balmy it is and how lovely it feels on the skin. I do describe how it feels going on. It Cosmetics do say that it is a radiant sheer tint with 92% skincare. It has 15 shades, which isn't brilliant, is it? But okay, 15 shades. They do say that they are adapting shades. They are very flexible. They will blend seamlessly into the skin. They also say that this leads to better looking bare skin in 4 weeks. Don't know about that. They say it visibly firms and minimizes lines, and it will offer you all day hydration. And it is this innovative solid serum formula. They're calling it the next generation of tinted moisturizers. So let's see, it's got no SPF in it, so you do need to wear your own SPF underneath, which is fine. I'm sure a lot of us do this anyway. And now what I want to say as well, if you've seen me before and you know the kind of base products that I like, I don't normally like having skincare in my makeup. I like my skincare to be skincare, and I like my makeup to be makeup, and I want the separation. I want separation, because I find that if the skincare ingredients are in the makeup, it can just be a mushy, greasy, oily mess on my oily skin. But because people had requested this, they want to see how it works, see how it goes on my oily skin. I'm more than happy for science, to do this experiment and to show you how it looks and how it works. And I am going to set it with this Bye Bye Pores powder. So it might be okay. It might work. So we will see. So that's that. Now, the next product I'm going to look at is the Do It All Radiant Concealer. And for this is £24 for 7 ml of product. They say this multitasking makeup must-have plumps, conceals, hydrates and brightens with 16-hour wear plus 24 hours hydration. It's a medium coverage. They say it has a creaseless formula. We'll see. They say it's a multivitamin serum which will improve hydration, texture, and it will give radiance. So again, we will see what happens with that. And I'm also going to use this product here, which is the Do It All Serum Colour Balm Sun Blush. Now, I bought this last December, which is about 5 months ago now. And when I bought this in Boots, I thought it was pretty new at the time, but they've since changed the packaging of it. So I've got it in the shade Sunlit 10. Don't know if you can see that there. But yeah, the packaging has changed. They've taken away the Do It All name. This one now is called Glow with Confidence Sun Blush. The shade names of everything are still the same, so you can still get it in Sunlit 10, but they've just changed the packaging. I will insert here a picture of what it looks like now. I think they've changed the formula as well. Some of the ingredients are slightly different, so just bear that in mind when I'm demonstrating this. The colour will be the same, but the formula and how it wears will probably be different. But this isn't the main focus of the video today. The main focus of today's video is the face balm and the concealer. So if you want to know how these wear and how these work on a 48-year-old with combo oily skin, stick with me, keep watching, and we'll get into the wear test now and the application. Okay, so I've just got my usual skincare products on my face today. For my SPF, at the moment, I found one I'm really loving, and it's the Beauty of Joseon, this one. It's the one, it's called Relief Sun with Rice and Probiotics. Now, if you have oily skin or combo oily skin, and you find that SPFs never sit nicely under makeup, maybe they peel or they just turn into a mess, this could be your new best friend. I bought it a few weeks ago and I've been using it every single day, and it sits beautifully underneath makeup. So I just wanted to tell you that before I go in with our It Cosmetics balm product. Now then, to apply this, I'm going to keep it It Cosmetics because, you know, same brand, and I'm going to use this brush. Can you see that? Can you see that? Little hairs coming out of it. This has started to happen. Now, I've had this brush probably about 5 years, and it's done really, really well. It's washed really well, but now I'm starting to find some of the bristles are coming out. But anyway, it's the very well-known Heavenly Looks complexion brush. It's the number 7 one from It Cosmetics, and I'm going to take a bit of this balm on it. This is not a first impressions, as you can see. I've been using this for the last week or so. So I'm just going to apply this as I have been to my face, just to show you how it goes on. And it feels so nice. It feels lovely and cooling. And because it's a balm, it's got a really, really light texture. And it is a balm-like texture. And you feel like good things are happening to your skin when you put this on. You feel like it's really hydrating and calming and soothing and moisturizing, because I tend to get rosacea on my cheeks, and my skin can often feel quite inflamed and quite warm and red, and as this goes on it just feels like it's really calming everything down. And I mean, it's got a decent amount of coverage for a skin balm. And as I said earlier, this is like, is it 92% skincare? It's got a lot of skincare in it. Um, I wasn't really expecting the coverage to be there at first, but as you can see, I mean, it's not totally covered, my redness, has it? You can still see it poking through, but it's nice, you know, it's done enough just to make me feel like I don't look a big bright red mess anymore. So let's take a bit more for the forehead up here. Um, I think this colour is slightly too warm toned for me. I wanted to get the light neutral, but it had sold out. And because I had quite a few people asking me what I think of this product and whether I'm going to review it or not, I wanted to get it just so that I can, you know, play with it, see what I think of it, and make this video and let you know. So I think when I've got my other products on top, my coloured products, you'll see that I can make it work. But at the moment, just looking into my screen now, I do look like my face is auditioning to be a member of the Simpsons family, don't I? But we'll see. It'll all be all right in the end. You'll see. You'll see. Okay, so there we go then. I've got that product on all over my face. It feels lovely. It feels really, really nice. And next, I'm going to go in with the It Cosmetics Do It All Concealer, this one here. And it's got one of those sponge tip applicators, and I mean, love it or hate it, you know, the very famous Maybelline one, the eraser one, has a sponge applicator, don't they? Some people can't stand it. Personally, I don't mind it really, but you twist, you see, you twist here, and then the product comes out the top there. So I'm going to take a bit of that product on my brush. You can go straight in if you want and blend it, but I'm just going to take a bit on the concealer end of this same brush and just apply that in that inner hollow area there where I would normally put my concealer. And it's medium coverage, I'd say, this concealer. So if you do have very dark circles, or if you have a lot of discoloration to cover, I don't know if this one would be the one for you. You might want to use their fuller coverage. Bye Bye Under Eye, it's called, isn't it? That's really, really full coverage. but I don't know, I don't have massive discoloration under my eyes, so for me, this one is all the level of coverage that I need, really. Just gonna pop a little bit more on down there. And I like to put some down here as well these days, just to brighten up those marionette lines. They're a pain, aren't they, when you get in your late 40s? Oh dear. Bit more over here too, just to brighten everything up. There we go. And a little bit there as well. Okay. So again, went on really, really nicely. No problems at all with that concealer. And what colour have I got this in? I've got it in Fair Cool, Fair Cool. I will list everything I'm using down below as usual, and I'll write all the shade names and all of that in case you're interested. Okay, so that is my base products on, apart from my powder. And I've got the pressed version of the Bye Bye Pores powder, which I really, really like. But because I'm using a creamy, balmy sort of serum blush, I'm going to do that first and then powder over the top of everything. The advice from makeup artists is always to put your creams and liquid products on first and then go over the top of that to set everything down with a powder. So if I use this first, you know, this balm blush might not sit very well over it. So let's go into this then now. So it's the Do It All Serum Colour Balm Sun Blush. And it's that sort of colour, you see. Again, it's not a first impressions. I have been using this. You need the smallest amount of this. It's very, very pigmented. So I've got a similar brush to the IT Cosmetics one that I just used. I've got the e.l.f. dupe version of it. This is the e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush, it's called. And what I like to do with these creamy, balmy blushes is just go in with the foundation end of the brush. Just pick up a really, really small amount, really tiny amount, and just dab that into that upper cheekbone area. Now look at that colour payoff I'm getting from the tiniest, tiniest little dab. This will last for ages and ages. You need such a small amount. And I'm going to do the same again over here. And just tap, tap, tap. I'm not rubbing, I'm just tap, tap, tapping it in just to blend that. And what I found with this blush, because this isn't a first impression video, I have been using it. I have found that this blush can wear off quite quickly through the day because I've got oily skin. I'm combination oily. And so if you have drier skin, you might find that this lasts a longer time on you. But on me and on my skin, it does fade. So I am going to overdo it now. I'll probably look a bit too blushy for now because I know that it's going to fade. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to put a bit more on. And you're probably thinking, oh my goodness, Rebecca, what are you doing? But you'll see. When I do my 4 to 5 hour check-in later, you'll see that this blush has faded. I mean, hopefully not. Hopefully it won't. But I just know from prior experience that it does. So let's just build it up, build it up, build it up now. And I like to put a little bit just on my tip of my nose for balance. But I love this colour. It's beautiful, beautiful colour, isn't it? What's it called? Sunlit 10, the name of this shade, and I just think it's gorgeous. They don't do very many shades of this, but I do like that one. Okay, so the final product that I'm going to use now by IT Cosmetics, as I said, it's the Bye Bye Pores Pressed powder. So it comes in a compact like this. This is in the shade Translucent. And they do give you this spongy applicator here, should you want to use that. If you're taking it out in your handbag for touch-ups through the day, you might. But I don't want to use that now. I'm going to go into this with my brush and just set that T-zone on my face because it can get quite oily. And because these are sort of hydrating, balmy, serumy, skincare infused products, I really want to make sure that they are set down as well as possible. So this powder is lovely. I love it. It's one of my favourite pressed setting powders in the translucent. It really does help to blur and smooth your pores. If you have enlarged pores, if you have combination skin, it's really, really nice. I'm just going to do over that concealer and down the middle, and I will do a bit just over here as well on my brows. Perfect. Well, at the moment, I think the balm foundation, the concealer, the blush and the powder are looking really, really nice on my skin at this time. Now, I'm just going to go off camera now for a minute and do the rest of my makeup products, and I'll be back in a minute to show you the finished look. So here we are. This is my finished look for today. And I have to say, the 4 products that we're putting to the test today, so far at this early stage, I'm really impressed with. I think they look really nice. So we've got the IT Cosmetics Do It All Sheer Tint Face Balm. Give you a close-up look here. I think it looks lovely. It looks very, very smooth. It hasn't settled into the lines. It's not making my pores look particularly emphasized. It's not clinging to my dry areas, my forehead wrinkles. I mean, they're still there, but you know, they look okay. They don't look like they're being horribly, you know, emphasized in a way that I don't want. So far for this, at this early stage, freshly applied, thumbs up. I like it, but we will see how it wears through the rest of the day. Now, the concealer, the Do It All Radiant Concealer, so far, I mean, I put it down here, didn't I, in the inner corners of my eyes, and I also put some down my marionette lines and a little bit up here. And so far, I think it's brightened those areas nicely. It has left a slightly radiant finish. It's not a matte concealer, it's not a full coverage concealer, but I am happy with the level of coverage that it's given me, and at this early stage I'm quite happy with the finish as well. Now, as for the blush, the Serum Colour Balm Sun Blush, this one, you can still see it, and as you would expect, I've only just applied it. But yeah, it's looking good. It's there, it's radiant, it's healthy. I feel like I've got a nice glow, not too much of a glow, but just a nice, healthy finish to my skin. So again, the test will be how that wears through the day in a few hours' time. I will come back and show you. And finally, the Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. I already know I like this. I've been using this for a long time, and I know it does a really good job at blurring my pores and just setting the makeup down. Now, in terms of setting sprays or any other setting type products, I haven't used any today because I want you all to see how these products perform themselves in terms of their longevity and how many hours I'm realistically going to get out of them. So it was only this setting powder, that's the only thing I've used in terms of helping them last longer. I didn't use a primer, as I said, just my usual skincare and that Beauty of Joseon SPF. That's all I used underneath. So this is how we're looking freshly applied. I will come back in 4 to 5 hours time and show you how it's looking then. Hi, so it's been 4 hours now since I put the IT Cosmetics products on my face, and I must say, they've pretty much all worn off now. The blush, as I suspected, has all come off. This is my natural redness on my cheeks that's showing through now. My areas of rosacea that I spoke about. In terms of the face balm, if I just give you a closer up look, it's all pretty much gone, hasn't it? I'd say I got about between 1 and 2 hours coverage from it, and then from that second hour onwards I really started to notice it fading away quite quickly. So yeah, it's all gone from this area, my nose, my forehead. I can't really see any actual proper coverage from it anymore. Now my skin, it doesn't look horrible. When it faded, I'd say it faded well. It didn't cling, it didn't stick, it wasn't patchy, it didn't settle into the lines, and it didn't make my pores look bad either. So it didn't do anything bad, but it didn't do anything particularly good either. I mean, I'm certainly not blown away by it. It's not one of those products that I'm going to be reaching for regularly. I mean, my eye makeup still looks good, but that's not It Cosmetics. That's a different brand. That's it's the Vega palette by Lisa Eldridge. So if you'd be interested in that, if you want to see me do a video on the eye makeup, then let me know and I can certainly do that. But in terms of these It Cosmetics face products, I mean the concealer as well. It was nice at first, got a nice medium radiant coverage, as they say, but it just didn't last. It just faded away along with everything else. And another thing as well that I noticed is that my skin stayed tacky. It felt wet. And I know I set it with powder down the T-zone, but in the outer perimeter around my cheeks and around the edges, it always stayed tacky and it would transfer as well. So if you're going to hug somebody, it will transfer onto them. So just be careful if they're wearing dark clothes and you don't want your face to touch their clothes because it will come off and leave a mark and you won't be very popular. So there you go. This is how it's looking at the 4-hour mark. I will see you later on for my end of day check-in. Hello, so it's been just over 6 hours now since I applied these products to my face, and I've got to say, I'm not impressed. I'm not. The IT Cosmetics Do It All Sheer Tint Face Balm, I got about 2 hours, between 1 and 2 hours coverage out of this, and then it just wore off really quite quickly after that. As I said earlier, the concealer, this radiant concealer, similar story, only lasted a couple of hours. So I'm afraid for me, no, it's a thumbs down. I do not recommend them. If you have a similar skin type to me, so combination oily, I don't think you're going to get the staying power out of them. However, if you have a drier skin or if you have more mature skin, you might love them. This could be all your dreams come true in a, skin tint, lightweight skincare product. You might love this, but if you're similar to me, I didn't enjoy them. Let me give you a close-up look. There you are. So if I just show you all around my face, my forehead, nose area, around my chin, it just feels to me like it's all come off and I've got no coverage left anymore. It's always the way. Whenever a product comes out that claims to be a skin tint and it's packed full of skincare ingredients, skin loving ingredients, they say, don't they? I know that I'm not going to like it because they just don't last on me. And okay, when they first go on for that first couple of hours, they look beautiful. And these did at first. You saw me apply them. I was pleased with how they looked initially, but they just don't last. They just don't. They're just too hydrating and too moisturizing and nourishing for my skin's needs. Now, in terms of alternatives, if you do have a similar skin type to me and you want a similar product but something that's going to have a greater staying power, I do recommend the Sculpted by Amy Cushion Foundation. Now, I don't know if you saw the video I did comparing 3 different cushion foundations. It went up last week, but one of them was this, and it comes in this lovely little compact. You've got your little applicator here, and it's a cushion foundation. I'll link that video below in case you didn't see it. But this has got a very, very similar look and a similar finish on the skin as this one does when it's first applied. It's just as flattering, it feels just as comfortable on the skin, but I got about 5 hours from this, I'd say. 4 or 5 hours. So again, not a full day. I didn't get a full day out of this, but I got considerably longer than I did out of the It Cosmetics one. And if you need something that's going to last even longer than that, if you've got a full day, if you've got a long day and you want something that's going to last a long, long time, but you still like that sort of skin caring base product, I really highly recommend the Arborian CC cream. This is my current favourite one out of this sort of category of products. I just love it. It looks really, really good. It makes my skin look healthy and well and hydrated, and it stays put for a good sort of 8 hours. I don't really need anything to last any longer than that. It might do, but I'm usually ready to take it off after like 8, maybe 9 hours. But yeah, this would be my top recommendation. So there you go then. That is how I feel about this product. This what's it got? The name as well. Oh my goodness. The name of this, right? It's the It Cosmetics Do It All Sheer Tint Face Balm. Isn't that a mouthful? Isn't it? Isn't that a mouthful? I don't like it when products have these really, really, really long-winded mouthful names, and it's just nobody can remember them. This is just, I'm just gonna call this the It Balm. The It Balm. That's what I'm going to call that. And the It Concealer. Again, I mean, this isn't too bad. It's the It Cosmetics Do It All Radiant Concealer. That's not too bad, is it? But the blush, this is the same as well. This is the It Cosmetics Do It All Serum Colour Balm Sun Blush. And this isn't particularly good either. This wore off really, really quickly, as I suspected. I said, didn't I, when I was putting it on, that this doesn't last very long. A way that I can get this to work is if I put it on and then I go over it with a powder blush and set it. That works, and that can be nice. But I didn't want to do that today because I wanted to show you how these products perform on their own. Because, if you're going to spend It Cosmetics money, you want to know, don't you, how they're going to work and how they're going to perform on their own without any help from anything else. So there you go. That's all my thoughts and feelings and opinions. Do let me know what you think. If you've used any of these products yourself, let me know. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you think they're just okay? I'd love to hear your opinions as well. So there you have it. I'm going to leave it there now, and I'll see you again in my next video. Okay, bye.